Good evening, everybody. This is Doug Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo, located in Bryan, Texas. Tonight, we're bringing to you the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. And before we get started, I'd like to make sure there's no emergency traffic. We have a number of stations that can relay you in. If you require the use of the frequency for emergency purposes, please break in at any time. So are there any emergency stations that would like to check in now? Okay, any relays? Okay, having heard none, this is Doug again, Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo, and I have a short list. I'll ask Lynn. Lynn, do you have, all I have is Tom, Lyle, Jim, Mike. I don't have George's call letters. That's all I got.
Well, why don't you just go with that, and if they can check in again.
Okay, well, that's great. Starting off with Tom, KC5L. Tom, welcome to the Boat Anchors Net.
Hey, good evening, Doug. We're talking of the usual here, the Central Electronics 200V with the D104 microphone, and it's driving the matching 600L amplifier. That's going to a Johnson KW matchbox and a homebrew doublet of about 15 feet, and we're listening on the R390A. And we looked out last night. We got 0.8 of an inch of rain, but no hail. So, and of course, tons of lightning, but nothing close by. So anyhow, looking forward to Belton on Friday, and that's about all I have, Doug. So back to you, KC5L.
Excellent, Tom. Nice crisp modulation, plus 20, and a nice clear signal. Not a lot of QR Nancy tonight. I don't hear much lightning. So thanks for checking in as usual, and look forward to seeing you come to Friday. Yeah, so all right, moving down the list. Kilo 5, Lima Tango. Lyle, how you doing tonight? Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net.
Well, good evening, Doug, and everybody else on the net tonight. This is Lyle, located outside of Bernie, Texas, and I am running the usual tonight, running the Heathkit SB101 into the Heathkit SB221 amplifier, out to the double exchange ZEP antenna, running to the cedar trees. And yes, I survived the apocalypse on Monday and got to see the eclipse and through the clouds a little bit, and then enjoyed some rain, no hail last night, so we got lucky and missed all the bad stuff. Thank goodness. I've had bad stuff once before, and I don't ever want to do that again. That was painful. Let's see, what else? My procrastination has caught up with me, and I want to miss Belton because I got taxes I got to finish up and get in the mail. So that's going to take priority over Belton. I hate to say it. Bad on me. I need to learn my lesson. So that's it for me. Nothing new here. Back to you, Doug. K5LT.
Fantastic, Lyle. Well, your signal went from plus 10, you climbed up to 20. That equipment you're using is doing a really nice job as the frequency matures, hopefully. Thanks for checking in, and nice crisp modulation. Everything sounds great, and I look forward to talking to you again. Down the list here, Jim, Kilo Golf 5, Quebec. Quebec. Jim, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. This is Kilo Echo 5, Quebec, and appreciate you calling the net tonight. The band is finally quiet after all these storms we've had, and tonight we're on the Kenwood 530S, driving the Clipperton L. No, not the Clipperton L, the MLA 2500. Sure 444 going into the Ultimax Double Bazooka. And like I said, hearing everybody really well tonight. WB1E, KE5Q.
All right, Jim, plus 25 here in Bryan. And, if you ever have any trouble with that Clipperton, I'm the owner of the Clipperton Ranch. So, I got Clippertons with A13s in them. So I tried to put an 833, but it just wouldn't. I'd have to do too much sheet metal work, you know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for checking in. George, you're next on the list. I forgot your call letters, George, so please come now, sir. Good evening. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net.
Hello. The phone is ringing, but I'm going to let it ring. This is George, Whiskey Bravo 5 Tango X-Ray Whiskey on the S-Line. 32 QS175S3, the 30L1, the Sure 444 out to the dipole in the woods in the side yard. So, isn't it amazing how everything always happens at once? But it can keep on happening, and that's about it. WB5TXW, over.
Okay, George, thanks for checking in. You're plus 20 tonight. Man, signals are sounding great. Noise is down low. You guys are just pounding. I don't even know why I ran an amplifier tonight doing legal limit here, but just to keep you guys in shape. So, all right, WB5TXW. Yeah, everybody's got to have a doublet in the woods. I got trees, I guess, but I did mow in between them, so I guess that counts that I'm on the wood. I'm just up above them, about 40 feet. Very good. Thanks for checking in, George. Next on the list, I have Mike, KL7CD. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, WB1E, 7 Charlie Delta. My name is Mike, and I'm in Greers Ferry, Arkansas. Still recovering from the eclipse. Tried to rain all day yesterday. We got just a trace, so it was cloudy and cool. And then tried to rain all day today, and we got another trace.
Did we lose Mike? Hello, Mike. Are you still there? I think he's still transmitting, but he lost something.
Maybe there's more gremlins out there tonight than just mine.
He's still talking. I'll let him finish. Okay, great. And the CW guys, and life's beautiful. Yeah, Mike, KL7CD, we lost you about halfway through your transmission. If you would like to maybe make some repairs or maybe make me louder possibly, maybe a switch got touched or something, or a button didn't get pushed, would you like to try and come back one more time? KL7CD, WB1E.
I'm back. Do you copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead. I guess problem in the cockpit? Question mark. Over.
What happens is I just switch to AM and I get my drive back. And then I switch back to sideband, and it works somewhat, and then it doesn't work all of a sudden. But it seems to be working now. Do you copy?
Yes, sir. Copy. This time I do have a copy.
Okay. So I'm running Helicopter's equipment. I'll start over with that SX172 receiver, HD44 transmitter. Losing it. I don't know what's going on.
Well, we'd certainly like to help you, but right now I think we'll just take some more check-ins, and then we'll jump in it and give you another radio check, a chance to work it out down the road here. Does that sound good? Over. Okay, I believe he's done transmitting, so that'd be KL7CD Mike. We'll clear with you, and then I have an open frequency here. I have just some check-ins. Anybody who would like to come and give me your call, take about 3 in a row, and we'll go from there. And but before we do that, lift your finger off the key there. Let me see if Rusty is available. Rusty, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, Rusty, we have Lynn, and he's kind of taking a break tonight, but he is in there, so he's available if we need him, and yourself. And it looks like I was going to ask Mike if he was going to be available, but he's having some station problems right now. So let me take about another 3 check-ins, Rusty, and then I'll send it to you. Does that sound like a plan?
Roger, roger.
Okay, great. All right, folks, WB1E, and this is the Boat Anchors Net Unlimited. That means that we take everybody. And I thought Mike said something about a reclipse or something. You know, I guess that's what it was for me because I've been through a couple eclipses already, so I could call that a reclipse. Mike, you may have come up with something there. Anyway, I'll take some check-ins now. I'll take 3.
Whiskey 5, Tango Foxtrot.
Alpha Golf 5, X-Ray Papa.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Sierra Lima.
Okay, hold it there, Sierra Lima, and give me your full call, sir.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Sierra Lima.
Kilo 0 Delta Lima Mike. Okay, Kilo 0 Delta Lima Mike. Okay, great. Now let me get these 4 here, Rusty. I'm going to send it over to you. W5TK, good evening, sir. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net. My name's Doug. I'm on a Swan 500 tonight, driving a Resto modded Swan Mark 1 on it's a kind of a cattywampus inverted V up about 90 feet. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net.
Doug, that might be Tango Foxtrot. Terry, was that you?
Yeah, that's it. W5 Tango Foxtrot. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, mighty fine. A lot of traffic in there tonight. Name is Terry. We're located near Laurel, Mississippi. I didn't have time to fire up the big iron tonight, so I'm on my 590S, driving the Alpha 78 to the same old double bazooka up at about 45 feet. We didn't get but 1.7 inches of rain here out of all this mess that came through. On the coast of Mississippi, they got 4 and 5 and 6 inches, so I'm glad I'm where I'm at. Thanks for letting me check in, Doug. See you later down the line. WB1E, W5 Tango Fox, over.
Yeah, QSL there, Terry. It's always great to hear you check in. Yeah, boy, I tell you, my bread and my dad always said I had chicken scratching, and that was when I was young. You can imagine what it is these days. Terry, thanks for checking in. At plus 20 here just north of Houston, about an hour's drive. Let's see now. Next on the list, Alpha Golf 5, X-Ray Papa. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Doug, for picking me up. Yeah, everybody's sounding pretty good. This is Kenneth, AG5XP up here in Brownwood. Tonight we're on a conglomeration of different equipment. Got the old heat kit SB10. Got it hooked up to a Johnson Viking 1. And this hooked up to a GSB 201 going out of a 2040 heat kit tuner to the old dreaded G5 RV antenna. And modulation sponsored by Electro Voice 619. Back to you, Doug.
Okay, let me get this right. You get okay, Kenneth. Thanks for checking in. You got an SB10 driving a Johnson Viking 201 and going into a good old 2040. I tell you, those things they just never wear out. But you do got to take care of them. And going through a G5 RV, son of a gun. I got it all right. See, now why can't I get a simple call? Moving down the list, W5 Sierra Lima. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the Boat Anchors Net.
Okay, Doug. Well, the call sign is Whiskey Alpha 5 Sierra Lima. Name is Scott. I'm about halfway in between you and Lynn over there in Austin. So, little town Thorndale, about 8 miles south of that. So, anyway, this evening I'm on the little cheap Swan Signet 270B. Using a D104 microphone with it right now. I usually run the Shure 444, but I thought I'd put the D104 on tonight. You might give me a report when I unkey here. Going into an Ultimax 8040 double bazooka at about 50 feet there. So, and no amplifier tonight, just running the rig. So, WB1E, back to you, and thanks for calling the net, WA5SL.
Yeah, Scott, very good. WA5SL, WB1E, and the boat anchors net. Well, the D104, I don't know, it's got a lot of lows, and I like that. I mean, plenty of mid-range and a lot of highs, and it sounds pretty nice. Sounds like a good operating D104. What do you think?
Well, I've got a deep voice to start with. That probably is a hindrance.
Actually, I would argue that it's just perfect because you have to make everything work together. And sometimes you got to prove your voice for this mic that will help your voice sound a little more normal, maybe. And I think you got a good match, so for sure. All right, well, thanks for checking in. Anything else, sir?
Yeah, one thing, it kind of depends on what you call normal.
Well, at least it don't sound like you're yelling at me, not yet. So I'll just say that it sounds good. Thanks for checking in there, Scott, and I'll talk to you again soon. K0 Delta Lima Mike. Good evening, sir. My name's Doug, and I'll run this here boat anchors net. So I'll just say good evening, and come on now, tell us what you got.
Well, we're running a Kenwood 30S into a inverted bead that was ladder line out there, foot no amplifier. That's about 45 foot on it, and that's still MFG's length, just 102 foot. So that's what I'm talking on. And microphone MC50 Kenwood line. So good to hear you guys in. I heard about you listening in a few times. Say hello. So we run a lot of equipment too, but like the old stuff. So, and I do get your calls or if you want something, I believe it is Kilo Zero Delta Mike, Dave Delta Alpha Victor Echo.
All right, Dave, sounds great. Call here, Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo. And you showed up at the right place. Question real quick, do you do any tuning, any matching from your last transmitter to that ladder line there into the station over?
Oh yeah, I've got a tuner with a bell on the inside of it, and it's MFJ 1500 watt tuner, but it's definitely requires a tuner.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. All right, well, I'd like to hear more about that next time. You can tell me if you made some homemade spreaders or not. If I had my kids still around, I'd be putting them to work. Start drilling them spreaders there, kids. Anyway, well, thanks for checking in, Rusty. I'm going to send it back to you. I'll be clear with K0, Delta Lima, Mike, Scott, Dave, looking to check in again. Nice sound signal. You're about S10 here tonight. All right, Rusty, WK5R. This is WB1E. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing okay, Doug. You slid up the band just a little bit. Other than that, things fine. So, this is WK5R. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. I'm on my usual stuff, not a boat anchor, Kenwood TS590S, Tascam TM70 microphone, dynamic studio mic. I'm going from that is driving my homebrew GS35B amplifier. That goes into a homebrew tuner in bypass mode because I don't need it here on 80 meters. And that goes into a homemade fan dipole at 50 feet. That's the operating conditions here. And about 1,300 watts right now. So who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
K0SCA. M0AMG.
Okay, I got three there. KC7LH, I believe it is. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir. This is Doug, and I'm in Wichita, Kansas. KC7LH is my call. And tonight I'm running again my Heathkit HW12A airship, which I really like. This is a regular restored. I do really like it. I also have a Saltwater 101 thing right next to it, but I actually like this HW12A, I think, better. And an HP 22C power supply, which I rebuilt using a Shure microphone element into a studio type boom mic, which I like a lot. Multi-band dipole at 25 feet, and I think that's about it for the evening. I I'm going to, wondering if anybody from this area or where you all are going to go to the Claremore, Oklahoma Ham Fest this weekend. I'm just wondering. I'm planning on going. Anyway, back to you now. WK5R KC7LH.
All right, Doug. Well, mighty fine. The Green Machine is sounding great there. Sounds good. No, I'm not going. I'm going to Belton. Belton is this weekend, and most of us are going to Belton. So, but anyway, enjoy yourself up there. All right. K0SCD. Hello, Steve.
Well, good evening, Rusty and Ola. Get it all up into this speaker. Anyway, good evening, Rusty and all the boat anchors. K0SCD of Tyler. And as usual, I'm on this old Kenwood 520 and a fan dipole up about 40-odd feet. And that's it from Tyler, Texas. And I am going to Belton. See everybody there. K0SCD.
All right, Steve. We'll see you and play eyeball on you sometime Friday, I guess. All right. Station ending in, I think it was Alpha Mike Delta, AMD, I believe it was. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's November 0 Alpha Mike Golf. The golf. Name's Richard, Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah, go ahead, Richard. Sorry about that. I got it wrong again.
No problem. Just wanted to make sure you were copying me okay there. Tonight I'm on a Swan SS200 barefoot. The antenna is a 80-meter loop, about 40 foot. Over.
Roger. I'm not familiar with that model of Swan there. That's a new one on me.
Well, it's transistor. It's all transistor. I got a separate power supply. It's not a plastic radio, by the way, but it is transistor.
Roger. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the last ones they made. I know what it is now.
Yeah, I really like this little radio. It's fun to operate and seems to do very well. 200-watt radio. Got the 200-watt module on it, so it does pretty good.
Yeah, sounds good down here. Well, appreciate you checking in there, Richard, and we'll catch you next time. All right, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
November 5, Whiskey Juliet Alpha. Just put me in for the numbers, Rusty.
Got you for the numbers, Jim. Appreciate it. We'll see you later. All right, who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilo 8, Whiskey, Oscar, Zulu.
Yeah, go ahead, Dano.
Yeah, good evening, Rusty, and all the other boat anchor collectors and sellers. This is Dan KWZ in the middle of Houston, talking on the same old thing, Kenwood TS830 with the matching 230 VFO and the tuner and the 230 speaker and all that junk with an MC50 microphone, driving a homebrew pair of 813s. That one of these days I'm going to build a power supply into it, but right now it's sitting on the floor. But anyway, it's working about 600 watts, maybe 650, something like that. And the antenna is an inverted V about 42 feet. That's it. Everybody sounds good here. The Kenwood gear always sounds good, but it all sounds good tonight. Thanks very much, Rusty. KWZ.
Okay, Dan. I don't know whether it's good or bad, but it sounds like Dan. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Appreciate you checking in. We'll catch you later. All right. Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Whiskey Victor 5 India.
WB5I. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Rusty, and everyone on the net. The name is Dwayne in Munster, Texas. We're about 60 miles north of Fort Worth. And we're running a round emblem, a 32S3 and a 75S3B into a 30S1. And the antenna is an inverted V up about 35 feet.
Roger. The Collins gear sounds good there. I know where a monster is. All right, catch you later. Anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Hey, could I list a couple of things that I want to give away, Rusty?
You go right ahead.
Okay, I've got a bunch of oil field capacitors. I don't know what microfarads or voltage. I'm going to go through them in the morning. If anyone's interested, they can send me an email. I'm good on QRZ, and I'll give them a list. I'll have them in Belton. They're going to be free. I just want to get rid of them. And I've also got a box of just different things, parts that a home brewer might want to use. There's some old light bulbs and potentiometers and terminal strips. Just a box of stuff that I'll never use, and I'd like to give those away.
All right. You got a good enough signal. I think everybody heard that. If anybody's looking for some building junk, look him up under WV5 High on QRZ and shoot him an email, and he'll send you a list of what he's got. All right. Appreciate it. All right. Who else is out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Well, maybe I fished the pond dry. Does it go back to you, Lynn?
Well, I'll take a shot at it, Rusty.
K5R.
I double with somebody?
Do what?
I thought maybe I doubled with somebody. Somebody trying to talk? Maybe not. All right, this is K5LYN, Lynn in Austin. And I'm having to plead the mercy of the court here. I had a fiasco. A friend is coming by in the morning to pick up a bunch of magazines I plan to give away. And that's got my central electronics end of the shack covered up. I can't get to it. And the radio on this end, which I warmed up a couple of hours, failed as soon as I turned it on. So we got the gremlins encroaching in my reality here. This is K5LYN, Lynn in Austin. Anybody else want to talk to us about vintage radio tonight with me on the Collins 30L1 and Johnson Matchbox? I'm listening. Well, I didn't seduce anybody to fall for that. Who is that? Come again?
Oh, Whiskey Alpha 5, Edward David X.
Hey, Byron, I barely hear you. What's going on?
I got to get a better mic on here.
Am I supposed to come back to you in a few minutes?
I think he said he's going to try another mic.
Okay. Well, I barely hear him.
I was busy sending Dwayne an email.
All right, while Byron's getting a different mic, anybody else want to talk to us tonight?
Kilo Charlie 5, Oscar Lima Delta.
Okay, I got WOW and Oscar Lima W, I think. WOW, talk to me.
Yeah, this is Jerry, W0, WOW, Elk City, Oklahoma. Just checking in tonight on the TS 520, 45 years old this year. And Ultimax 8040 double bazooka 50 feet. And always a pleasure to get in and hear everybody. And check into that. Thanks very much, Jerry in Elk City.
Okay, I'm barely hearing you. Did you turn it back to me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in central Austin where I've got a little bit more line noise than the person would want to have. But remind me of the name. I know we've talked to you many times. Tell me one more time.
Jerry, Juliet Echo, Romeo, Yankee, Jerry. Elk City, Oklahoma, home of the Route 66.
Okay, Jerry in Oklahoma. Yeah, I've got a sister up there. All right, great to hear you. Anything else for the net this evening?
Yeah, you guys double. He's done.
Okay. Jerry, rocky receive conditions on my end. Great to hear you. Talk to us again next week. Okay, who was that? OLW maybe? Who's the other station checked in?
Oscar Lima Delta.
Oscar Lima Delta, talk to us.
Hi, it was KC5, OLD. I heard y'all in there and had to holler.
Okay, John. Hey, you're sounding fine. Tell us a little bit about your station. What kind of antenna, and are we here barefooted with an amplifier? Tell us about the station.
just barefoot.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm hearing you nicely. Any plans for new projects in the works?
Oh, yeah, I've got a S-line somewhere if I can get it here instead of the more modern radio. If I can do something with my coax here, it'd sound a little bit better. It's just a wire on a fence nowadays.
Well, a wire on a fence will work, and mine. See, my antenna is only 16 feet off the ground, and so that's not much higher than your fence. And W1BG, who puts out one of the big signals on the band, has got his antenna on the fence, but he knows more about it than you and I do. Anyway, good to hear you, John. Anything else for the group this evening? All right, who else for the boat anchors tonight? K5LYN, listening? We might have covered the territory. Let's see here. Doug, it's been a while. You want to see if there's anybody else out there? You probably got the biggest signal on the band.
Thanks, Len. Hey, by the way, you're plus 30. I just looked at the S-meter. Thanks a lot, Len. K5LYN is WB1E on the Boat Anchors Net. Taking last-minute check-ins. Anybody? And I forgot to mention buy-sell trade. That'll, give you some interest, maybe. Any more check-ins that would like to check into the Boat Anchors Net? Solid-state plastic rigs are fine as long as you have interest in the old stuff like what we're transmitting on tonight. Come now.
KL7 Charlie Delta, maybe we try it one more time?
Yeah, go ahead there. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I went out and got a pair of pliers and tightened up all my connecting cable plugs into the sockets, and I'm suspecting it's either that or a relay, my antenna changeover relay, like we use on these old boat anchors, or the antenna changeover relay in the 3001, but it seems to be working right now. Anyway, I'll just finish up. I'm running Helicopters equipment tonight, SX117 receiver, HT44 transmitter, matching speaker and power supply for the transmitter. Amplifier is a 3001. My antenna is a public Bazooka of about 45 feet. Microphone is a D104. And I'm staying on frequency best I can using a Homebrew digital frequency readout. And it shows I'm 3870.01. So I'm pretty close, I think. I hope. Anyway, I hope you're complimenting me. It has started raining now. I went out to get a pair of pliers out in the shop, and of course, the minute I walked out of the house, it's pouring down rain, so I had to go back in and get an umbrella, and went out there and got my pliers, got back in here, tightened everything up, and you guys were just closing down the net, so I thought I'd give it one more try, and it appears, looking at my meters, everything's moving to the right. It appears I am transmitting. So WB1E, to take effect, KL7 Charlie Delta, Greers Ferry, Arkansas.
Very good, Mike. No, Arkansas has been really beautiful this time of the year. I got a good friend up there and just south of Eureka Springs. But, okay, real good there, KL7CD. Well, hey, at least we did something tonight besides burn a lot of electrons off or ionized a few more atmosphere molecules. Hopefully not, but I didn't know it was raining. We really didn't get much rain over here, maybe 3 inches, 2 inches if we're lucky over the last 4 or 5 days. But the wind today has been pretty interesting. It's been very strong. But all right, well, very good, and it sounds good so far. I mean, before it just faded out, but now no problem at all. All right. That's it. Rusty, I guess, Lynn, how about we send it over to Rusty and he can shut it down?
Rusty does it well.
Okay. And this is still the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. Last call before we shut the door. Anybody else out there? Come now.
Kilo 0, India, Echo, India.
K0, India, Echo, India, I believe it was.
Yeah, good evening. This is Jim in Woodway, Texas. And I'm operating a FT710 Yaesu, but I do have a couple of items I would like to sell, which I will be taking to Belton on Saturday. The first item is a Central Electronics 10B with a 458 VFO, and I also have a Central Electronics 20A with a 458 VFO, and I will be taking those to Belton on Saturday. And if anyone is interested in these units, my email is good on QRZ.
Okay, yeah, there's a couple of good rigs for the boat anchors. A 10B and a 20A. And we'll be taking those to Belton on Saturday. So if you're going to Belton and interested in a boat anchor, there's a couple of Central Electronic rigs there. Appreciate that. Anything else, sir? I guess not. All right. Last call for the Boat Anchors Unlimited. Come now.
Whiskey Alpha 5, and we're taking next strike.
Go ahead, Byron.
Okay, good evening, Rusty, and everybody else on the bed tonight. Standing from your end running. We did get a little rain here today, got about 2 inches. Glad to get that, and glad the cloud rain gets on the clip. All of it. Sure. But the good news is it's clearing out. It's going to be clear for Belton. Weather's hot, excellent. Going to be the best weather we've had 5 years. So, I'll be inside, have a table inside, bunch of old boat anchor. Maybe even just on camera at 4:30. I'm on a 4:30. Not a boat anchor tonight, just the right person. Had trouble with finding a mic with a good battery in it put on, but I think I found it there for it. So, up into the barefoot, of course, up into the old inverted thing. So, how come?
Well, I copy you just fine. It does have some distortion. And I'm sure you'll figure that out. But that's about it, Byron. It's plenty loud. The audio itself sounds good if we didn't have that distortion in there.
Okay. Is it better when I put the mic in down? Is that better over?
No, it's still there.
It was worse even.
It's what?
Yeah, it was even worse when you turned it down. That's very weird.
Oh, yeah, real weird. Okay. I'll keep this on the workbench. Thanks for the audio report, and we'll see y'all on Friday.
Yeah, Byron, what radio did you say it is?
It's a CS 430, yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, we'll see you Friday there, Byron. All right. Last call before we shut the door for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. Come now. All right, that sounds like it. Appreciate everybody checking in, and we'll look for everybody down there at Belton that's going to Belton. I'll be there probably around 11:30 or so Friday morning. Appreciate everybody checking in the net, and we'll look for you next Wednesday. This is WK5R, now closing the Boat Anchors Unlimited net and returning the frequency to normal amateur abuse at 808. WK5R.
Great net, guys. K5LY.